Welcome to Evergreen High School graduation for class of 2022. My name is Sarah Grant, and I am the proud principal of Evergreen High School. Today, we all bear witness to a milestone in the lives of our young people seated before us. Today marks the completion of their secondary school education, the start of their next steps into college, career, and adulthood. This is a very important and special moment for our graduates, their families, and our entire Evergreen community. Thank you to all of our families and staff for being present today. In addition, we have our superintendent, Dr. Susan Enfield, our school board president, Aaron Garcia, and other cabinet members from the district office. Thank you all for your presence and support of our students. Now please rise and remove your hats as our Evergreen band plays the national anthem. You guys are. You may be seated. Thank you, Evergreen Band. Can we all just say that this is a much better experience than it was on Thursday when we were at graduation rehearsal? It was soaking wet and raining. We were all covered, drenched to the core. But today, the world is shining on you, grads. Graduation is a beautiful moment in time where we pause and reflect upon the past and what has led us to this moment, and also pause and revel in the exciting futures ahead for our incredible students. As we look back on the past 4 years, it has been especially unique. Until this year, 9th grade was the only grade that you attended in person all year. You all had to grow up real quickly your 10th grade year as we went to online learning and desperately tried to figure out this next phase of how to do school. 11th grade, you missed out on homecoming, prom, school spirit activities, and regular sports seasons. Yet each one of you continued to grow in your own unique ways, different than a comprehensive high school can teach you. You tutored younger siblings. You cared for elderly grandparents, got jobs to support your family, wrestled with isolation and mental health, but learned how to move through the hurt and the pain and disappointment to become stronger and wiser and determine the path that was best for you. Amidst the pandemic, our society at large has finally begun to engage in a national reckoning of racial justice that has been needed for far too long. You all have been leaders in our Black Lives Matter movement, Stop Asian Hate. Our Black and Indigenous and other people of color have endured racism and inequity for far too long, and change must happen. Our students are wise and know this. They have been engaging their fellow students and our staff in these conversations for years. They continue to fight for reproductive freedom and safe schools. They have learned who they are, where they come from, and what they stand for. Through all of these challenges, we find resilience and hope for the future. Our seniors, our graduates, dig deep, rise up, and branch out. You have persevered and made it to this moment. Your accomplishments are inspiring and provide all of us with the confidence that our world will be better, more loving, more equitable, and more just, because you all will be our leaders. Your achievements and accomplishments you have brought to Evergreen community can be seen visually with the cords, stoles, and medallions, which we will now recognize. First of all, we acknowledge students with notable academic achievement. Students wearing a gold cord received a cumulative grade point average of 3.0 to 3.49, meaning they earned mostly A's and B's in their courses. Students wearing a gold medallion have received a cumulative GPA between 3.5 and 3.9, meaning they earned mostly A's in their courses. Students with a gold cord or medallion, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Students who have attained high levels of achievement in specific programs tied to their future are wearing green cords. These green cords have honored their achievements in specific courses and programs and have been nominated by their teachers. Please stand if you're wearing a green cord. Thank you. Students who have contributed to our community as leaders in clubs and activities. They are wearing gold stoles if they have served as an ASB student government leader, or if they have been a part of Raza de Oro, PI Club, National Honor Society, Key Club, or the LGBTQ Club. For all of your contributions for our community, if you are wearing a cord representing a club, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Many students have also participated in numerous college preparatory programs. Students in Upward Bound have blue and silver cords, and students in College Success Foundation have yellow, red, and blue cords. For your engagement in preparing for your future, please stand to be recognized if you have one of those cords. Another really proud accomplishment that Evergreen High School has is the largest number of students who are receiving the Seal of Biliteracy Award. The Seal of Biliteracy honors high school graduates who have attained a high level of proficiency in reading, writing, speaking, and listening in one or more languages in addition to English. These students are also wearing a medallion. Will these students please stand and be recognized? And finally, our dual language students who have spent at least half of their day taking courses in Spanish, many since kindergarten. As a result, these students have reached the highest level of achievement in Spanish language learning, developed a deep understanding of issues of equity and social justice, are prepared to go to college and engage in professional bilingual careers if they choose. It has been a commitment. This will be our second graduating class of dual language students. If you are a dual language graduate, will you please stand and be recognized? Your accomplishments are a result of your hard work, but also the love and support of your family and friends. To show appreciation to those who have pushed you to complete that last assignment, wake up at the crack of dawn for school, or maybe just open your computer screen, and have helped you earn this diploma, seniors, please stand, turn to your families and supporters, and give them a round of applause. Thank you. We look back at past accomplishments, but I now want us to look forward to our future. Our students are pursuing their passions, whether they're attending college locally at Highline, South Seattle, University of Washington, Seattle Pacific University, or going out of state to California, Texas, Arizona, or pursuing their career in nursing, the military, or joining a family business or other fields. The Evergreen graduates are going to seize their potential and make the most of their future. Class of 2022, it has been a privilege to be your principal this year. Whether I was with you early in 9th grade celebrating our big game, or walking the halls and reminding you to get to class on time, or maybe even helping you in these last few weeks finish those final assignments, I am going to miss you all. I cannot wait to see what you all do next, and I know our world will be a better place because you all are adults in it. Congratulations, class of 2022. Now to share some reflections, please welcome our student speakers, Christina Tran and Leonardo Flores Perez.
Yeah, hello everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Christina Tran. To start off, I would like to give a huge thank you to everyone here at our graduation ceremony. To parents, guardians, family, friends, staff, and alumni, whether you're watching in person or live, thank you. We are thrilled to have you join us as we celebrate our graduating seniors today. Now to every senior, I would like you all to take a quick second to look around you. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is here today to celebrate you. And before you ask, no, I don't mean the popular Netflix TV show. It's you, us, a class. So seniors, or should I say soon-to-be graduates, this is a day reserved for you. A day to recognize our personal achievements, a time to praise our growth, and a place to reminisce our memories. It is for us to pause and take a moment to look back at how far we have come to be here today, sitting beside each other in our caps and gowns in a truly once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I want you all to cherish this moment and let it sink in. 4 years really do go by fast, huh? 4 years ago, we were young and small freshmen, though some of us have had crazy growth spurts since then, who were struggling to find their classes on campus. A lot of us maybe even walked into the wrong classroom full of upperclassmen. Awkward. But it was these awkward moments that made our high school lives feel a little bit more exciting, interesting, and personal. For you, these moments might have been making new friends, giving a presentation, trying out for a sport, joining a club, or maybe even asking someone out to homecoming. You name it. So while we have probably felt embarrassed and went to bed unable to sleep that night, I hope that we can all see these silly and awkward moments as tokens of our childhood. Sweet memories that we can hold onto forever to laugh about and remind us of our youth. After all, we only turn 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 only once, and so on. As we move forward, our young and delicate childhood selves, who were once clueless of the world around them, are now entering the next stage of their lives. Regardless of your path, whether it's a 2 or 4-year college, the military, starting a business, working, or any other route, I only have one favor to ask you all. Continue creating more awkward moments for yourselves. Allow yourself to be vulnerable many times more and put yourself out there. To try something new, to explore different hobbies, and to discover and pursue your passion in life. Do what you love. Try so that you can say that you did it and you will find success. Many of you may remember the quote that goes, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." So continue persevering and keep trying, despite the hurdles that may come in your way. You all have pushed through and overcame the daring challenges in the past 4 years, even with a pandemic in the middle of it. Be proud of yourselves. You are all brilliant, hardworking, and resilient people who are capable of reaching your dreams and ambitions. That is all I ask for, now that we turn to face each other for one of the last times and the next page of a new chapter in our lives. Congratulations, class of 2022. You did it. Thank you.
Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. August 31, 2021 at 4:18 a.m. in the morning was the day I left everything for a dream. My city, my house, my family, friends. Everything I had known and created disappears as a car moved down the road. But I knew that if I didn't get out of there, my love would be stuck forever. Sleepless, anxious, and above all, sad. But at the same time, with a spirit of adventure. I will leave Mexico for the first time. The place where I grew up, for the unknown. A new city, new friends, teachers. A place where I could live a better life. When I crossed the imaginary line that separates Tijuana from San Diego, I returned to my country of birth, where I entered to a place totally unknown. From that moment, my mentality changed. There was no turning back. No matter how difficult it was, or things that I had to go through, sadness, loneliness, depression, rejection, I was going to fulfill all the promises and goals that I made. I was going to make my mom and my sister feel proud to have a son like me. And not only them, but all those who believe on me. That's how I got to Seattle, broken inside, but with the eyes of a dreamer. 2 days later, my adventure at Evergreen High School began. The first few months were very difficult for me, to be honest. When I arrived, I had no friends, no family. The teacher didn't even know me. I was a stranger. And it wasn't like I spoke English like perfectly. I only know the basics like hi, how are you? That's it. At first, my new friends and I had hard times understanding each other and communicating. But I was motivated to keep going, and that's how it started. Lento pero seguro. I study and practice English every day. There were times where I want to give up, where I thought that I was not going to make it. But that hard times were something I had to go through to get to this point. This is my story. But all my classmates right here have similar stories of how we overcome the challenges to get to this moment. June 11, 2022. Today our high school adventure ends. Today is an exciting day for which we have worked with so much effort and dedication to one day be able to walk across the stage and receive our diplomas. But for me, it's much more than that, and I hope that for you too. For me, this means that dreams do come true. All the hard work is paid off. But this also means saying goodbye to our chapters in our lives, to our schools, to our classrooms, to our teachers, to our friends. And it also means saying goodbye to the old me. Today we said goodbye to everything. There is no more time. The club has stopped. Look around you and observe them. We achieved. Some are scared, anxious, or they will be sad or happy. But whatever the way you feel, do not have fear. It could be that the club has stopped, but a new one begins. A new adventure awaits us. ¿Cómo será? I really don't know. The future is uncertain. But I wish you the best in the path you choose. If you have not said goodbye to your teachers, friend, even if it's people you don't know, do it today. Hug them, tell them you love them, even if it's a lie. And above all, take them. So today, in front of all of you, quiero darle las gracias a mi mamá, a mi hermana y a mi padrastro, Alain Alcocer Sánchez, quien fue el que me abrió las puertas de su casa para venir aquí. Sin ti, nada de esto hubiera sido posible. Te quiero y te estimo como un padre, sea donde estés. And also I want to say thanks to everyone who has supported me here at Evergreen High School, to all the staff, my friends, my teachers. Without you, I wouldn't have achieved anything. My name is Leonardo Flores Perez, and it was an honor to have shared this year with you. I will always carry you in my heart. Thank you.
Let's give another round of applause to Christina and Leo, who are also 2 out of our 3 ballot victorians. Now, please welcome Cameron Townsend, Evergreen teacher, who is going to address the class of 2022.
My name is Cameron Townsend, and I am incredibly honored to speak today for the class of 2022. Thank you. Each day this year, I began my senior class with a joke of the day. So today, I will give you your last joke as Evergreen seniors. What's the difference between an Evergreen senior and a rooster? A rooster can wake up before 8 a.m. But what's similar between an Evergreen senior and a rooster? Both of you freak out and scream when you see the light of day. All right, now on to my actual speech. I think we can all agree that these last few years have been the wildest years we've had in education in a long, long time. Never at school have we had the opportunity to wake up 5 minutes before class, roll out of bed, throw on some clothes, grab our laptops, and with a click of a button, we're in class. And that's just for us teachers. Students, however, seem to conveniently forget what time class started each day. And some of you didn't even turn your cameras on. Okay, let's be honest, none of you turned your cameras on. But as many benefits as remote learning had, there were also many drawbacks. This graduating class had nearly half of their high school experience interrupted due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which means that you were robbed 2 years of in-person school experience. That is 2 years of not sitting next to your best friends in class, 2 years of not socializing in the hallways instead of going to class, 2 years of not having the chance to sit next to your crush in class and text each other when the teacher's not looking, and then 2 years of not complaining about the cold ice classrooms in the winter and the boiling hot classrooms in the spring. I think that one we all were better without. But regardless if you preferred remote learning or in person, your high school experience is now coming to an end. And after today, it will be only a memory. So now let's look towards your future. And when I think about the future of the class of 2022, I can't help but think about the greatness that you will achieve. Because greatness is not born out of the easy path without resistance, challenges, and obstacles. Instead, it is through the hard work that is required to push through the challenges and overcome the obstacles that give birth to greatness. And when I reflect on these last 4 years, to simply say that they were challenging is an understatement. You all suffered through 9 months of online remote learning and 3 months of that weird hybrid learning thing. And many of you experienced intense isolation due to online school. Many of you began working full-time and were also a student full-time. Many of you juggled family and school responsibilities simultaneously, and many of us suffered through pain and loss of loved ones. And we all suffered when we witnessed injustice in our government and injustice in our streets. But in light of all of that, you also showed the world that this graduating class is incredibly resilient. You would not let those challenges keep you from pursuing your goals and your dreams, which is what has brought you all here today. You are also a class that does not take no for an answer and does not accept society's status quo. Instead, you stepped up these last 4 years. You rolled up your sleeves and you got marching. With everything the last 4 years have thrown at you, you continue to rise and stand against social injustice. You participated in demonstrations against gun violence. You protested in the streets of Seattle, proclaiming that Black lives matter. You marched to fight for women's equal rights. You led campus-wide walkouts for women's reproductive rights. You have advocated for more mental health facilities and programs in schools. And you have fought hard for more inclusion, representation, and equal rights for the LGBTQIA community. Y'all, you have been participating in the types of movements that we learn about in school, and many of you are becoming to mirror the great leaders of our time. It is you all that we will one day read and teach to our next generations, and it is in these movements that you've participated in that will make history. And it is you all that will one day become our next leaders. Although we still have a long way to go, the moral arc of the universe is bending towards justice. And make no mistake, class of 2022, that is because of you. That is because you are fighting the good fight. You are being a voice for the voiceless. And in the face of resistance, you keep fighting against injustice. After today, you are moving on to the next stage of life. Whether you're moving on to college, technical school, internships, apprenticeships, military, or the workforce, we need you to keep fighting for equality. We need your voices, we need your compassion, and we need your leadership. You're about to enter a world starving for change, social change, economic change, and a change towards equality. And through it all, you will be leading generations that will follow in your footsteps. And so I stand here today, looking out at a sea of green and gold, and I am deeply proud of who you all are becoming. And I cannot think of a better group of future leaders. Class of 2022, keep fighting for equality. Understand that soon the world will look to you for guidance and leadership. And never forget that you were born for greatness. It has been an honor to be a part of your journey these last 4 years. Now walk across this stage with pride. Thank you.
Wait, Mr. Townsend, hold on 1 second. Remember I told Mom, I promised Mom a selfie up here.
For all of you that did not believe us, we are brother and sister.
Once in a lifetime that the Townsends are up on stage. Thank you, Mr. Townsend. Now I would like to present the class of 2022 to the Superintendent Enfield. Superintendent Enfield, I hereby certify that each student before you has met all the graduation requirements set forth by Highline Public Schools and the state of Washington. It is my pleasure to present to you the 53rd graduating class of Evergreen High School, class of 2022.
Thank you, Principal Grant. On behalf of the Board of Directors for Highline Public Schools and with the authority vested us by the state of Washington, I proudly accept the Evergreen High School class of 2022. Congratulations, graduates!
May Joe Boyer and Taylor Bosworth please stand? We are nearing the point for which all of you have gathered this afternoon. Each graduate has friends and family, relatives in the audience, and in order that each person may be properly recognized as the diploma is received, I ask you all to please hold your applause and recognition until the entire class has been presented. May we also remind you to remain seated during the entire recessional. For those of you desiring to take pictures from your seat, we ask you not to obstruct the view of other spectators. All right, class of 2022, come get your diplomas.
Yeah, everybody.
Jaden Trong, shout out to Ms. Hong for helping him throughout his 4 years at Evergreen. What an amazing ASB president.
Michael Arube. Michael is thankful for his mother for pushing him through the whole school year.
Benjamin Vu. Ben would like to thank his family for their support.
Michael Bautista Gonzalez. Michael is thankful for his sisters, friends, and parents.
Benson Vo. Benson thanks his family and wishes graduation wasn't at noon.
Bernice Sludge.
Andrew Bowie. Andrew would like to thank his family and church for helping support him.
Tola Richni Chow. Tola Richni says thank you to all of her teachers, including Hong, Coker, Kalebu, and Turnberg.
Christina Tran. Christina would like to thank friends and family for supporting her as she plans to study at UW Seattle to become a registered nurse and specialize in midwifery in the future.
Jedrick Dunn. Jedrick would like to thank his family and friends.
Eva Tatlock. Eva would like to thank her friends and family for their support.
Devin Cogatelli.
Tracy Nestor. Tracy would like to thank her family, friends, Eric and Arlene for helping her throughout high school. Tracy will be attending the University of Washington in the fall and majoring in chemical engineering.
Joel Maldonado Tamayo. Joel says thank you to all his teachers for putting up with me. Shout out the ups. The ups.
Alicia No. Alicia would like to thank her family, friends, and Upward Bound teachers for supporting her. She will be attending the University of Washington in the fall and majoring in pre-nursing.
The Dylan Monroe.
Helena Tran. Next year, Helena is going to ASU. It's been fun, and she really wants to shout out her family.
Leonardo Flores Perez. Wherever you go, go with all your heart.
Chanel Hasera II. Chanel gives a special thanks to Arlene Sanas and Eric Burns.
Julissa Trujillo Lopez. Julissa made it!
Christy Tran. Christy will be attending the University of Washington, majoring in psychology.
Elizabeth Mesa Barrera. Elizabeth would like to thank God, her friends, teachers, sister, parents, and most importantly, herself for never giving up on being her biggest support.
Vicky Huen. Vicky will be attending the University of Washington and would like to thank her family and friends.
Melanie Garcia Pineda. Melanie would like to thank Ms. Hogue and Ms. Abby for helping her with her projects.
Giselle Diaz Martinez. Giselle, my belle. Giselle is thankful for her family and friends.
Keenan Headley. Keenan is thankful for his friends.
Darianara Cabrera Hernandez. Darianara would like to give a huge thanks to her supportive family and plans to attend Seattle U.
Anna Jameli Hemi.
Karime Hernandez Romero. Karime is going to Seattle U, and she thanks her family and every person that believed in her and continues to do so.
Eli Rivera Barnes, bigger than black and white.
Juliana Hernandez Ramirez. Juliana will be attending Seattle U this fall, and she would like to thank her parents, brother, and cousins for always supporting her.
Katie Elizabeth Santiago. Katie would like to thank Eli and his family.
Lisandra Flores Santos. Lisandra quiere agradecerle a sus padres por siempre apoyarla.
Pablo Jesus Martinez Salazar. Pablo thanks his family for their support, his friends for their memories they gave him, his teachers for their help, and the school for pushing each and every one of us to strive for success.
Brandon Castaneda Rodriguez. He's a free hugger and a social change warrior. Oh, I love you.
Carlos Alvarez. I am thankful for family and friends. I wish everyone the best.
Angel Aragon Madrigal. Frigana. Short and sweet.
Jesse Bitterman. He would like to thank his friends and family. Harold Barrera Holna. Harold is going to Central Washington University. Thank you, everyone.
Juan Carlos MG. Juan is thankful for Miss Mancia and his family.
Diego Madrigal. Diego would like to thank his friends and family.
Leslie Torres Aguayo. Leslie would like to thank all her teachers, her counselors, and her mom for supporting her through the journey.
Herson Pedroza. Herson would like to thank his family, friends, and everyone else.
Yasmin Vega Rodriguez. Yasmin would like to thank everyone who supported her when she needed it and motivated her to do her best. Thank you all so much.
Manuel Josue Esperanza Gutierrez. Manuel would like to thank his family, his friends, but mostly his parents for being there for him and pushing him.
Rachel Galvan Flores. She's thankful for her friends and family for always being there for her.
Cassandra Merlo Huerta. Cassandra is thankful for her family, Maribea and Rob's, and everyone else.
Ruby Hockman. Thank you all for an unforgettable experience. You will all be missed.
Hong Nguyen. Thank you to my parents and my family for motivating me.
Kyra Huggins. Kyra would like to thank her family and friends for being there, always.
Hao Wu. Next year, Hao is going to learn more English at South Seattle College and would like to thank Ms. Hogue, Ms. Mancia, and his family.
Robert Gallardo. Roberto would like to thank all his teachers for their support.
Tui Nguyen. Thank you, Ms. Kalebu, and I successfully overcame all the obstacles, and now it's a pleasure to celebrate with the class of 2022.
Jackson Vanderwall. Jackson would like to thank Freeberg and Rosner for their support.
Susan Lai. Grateful for Ms. Kalebu, and I did it!
Alexander Crawford.
Peter Pham.
Eric Sosa.
Olivia George. Olivia is thankful for her mom. She wouldn't be here without her.
Darwin Mejia. Darwin says thank you to Miss Hogue.
Kathia Solita Fan. Kathy would like to thank Boyer, Allen, Rando, Lofstrand, Bosworth, Maine, Miss Kay, Mr. Booker, and Mr. Townsend for all their support.
Delwyn Gomez Vasquez. Delwyn is thankful for all the help from Miss Hogue.
Amanda Sue Bisaya. Amanda is thankful for her advisors.
An Tu Nguyen. She's so thankful for the love and support of her family.
Alan Aldolfo Rivera Juarez. Alan thanks his family and his parents and is proud of getting accepted to SPU.
Shram Lee. Thank you, Miss Kalebu, for being a patient and dedicated counselor.
Gabriel Gallagher. Gabriel would like to say today is his birthday.
T. Lai. Thank you, Miss Kalebu, for always checking, calling, and texting me to make sure that I got everything I needed done.
Lily Rose Belknap. Lily would like to thank Miss Kalebu, Mr. Boyer, and Miss Bosworth.
Tan Trong. Tan wants to thank you all, especially her family and friends, for their help in finishing assignments.
Nahu Alefe.
Fung An Nguyen. Thank you, Miss Mencia and Miss Kristen, for always supporting me.
Ahmed Hassan would like to thank his family and his friends for their support.
DeAndre Harrison. DeAndre wants to thank Miss Brandy, Miss Daphne, Mr. Erickson, and Miss Sally, all the crew in 508.
Warsami Sami. Warsami would like to thank his family for motivating him through his journey.
Damarion Stokes. Damarion just wanted to say thank you to everyone that helped him get where he needed to be now. He wants me to say, I will never forget you.
Yaya Ahmed. Yaya would like to thank Mr. Matthias and Mr. Townsend.
Prince Stinson. Prince wants to thank all the teachers throughout the year, but especially Brandy and Peanut for always working with him when it was hard.
Zitlali Lopez Lopez.
Chanrat Thanak Sim. Next year he is going to serve in the U.S. military.
Zitlali Sanchez. She is thankful for the ones who had her back throughout this journey.
Panya Mean. Panya says thank you to himself for pushing himself through and graduating.
Lisbeth Morales Contreras. Lisbeth would like to thank everyone who supported her through her journey.
Mark John Kanasambat, and he wants to give a shout out to himself.
Zam Zam Ihao. Zam Zam is thankful for her family and friends who pushed her to get through to high school.
Shrilib Mean. Shrilib is thankful for her family for always helping and supporting her.
Catalina Rodriguez. Catalina would like to thank her family, her friends, for pulling her through.
Oscar Chavez. Oscar wants to thank and shout out his family.
Emmanuel Perez Gonzalez. Hustling don't stop. They keep going. You can lose yourself, life, but you're gonna keep going. Why not pick life when you're gonna keep going?
Huey Lee. Huey wants to shout out his fans, his family, his friends, and his teachers.
Patrick Nok Nguyen. Patrick is intelligent, loyal, motivated, and a dedicated person. He wishes the best for everyone here.
Madeline Tao. Madeline is thankful for her mom.
David Martin. He'd like to thank himself for getting through it all.
Leah Munoz Scoop. Leah is thankful for her family, her friends, and her teachers.
Omi Paleo. Omi says, thank you, Mom, we made it!
Lynette Cruz Contreras. Lynette is enrolled and going to Highline College.
Brian Emmanuel Leon Romero.
Christopher Stanley Gonzalez Perdoño wants to shout at his family for always pushing him to do his best.
David Mozo Salazar. David would like to thank Miss Yadira, Miss Plishke, and Miss Mencia.
Elmer Paz. Elmer is thankful for Miss Hogue, Miss Bosworth, Mr. Moorhead, Miss Blackburn, Miss Abby, and also special shout out to Miss Escobar. Thank you for all your support.
Raiden Feltes. Raiden is going on to great things.
Eric Fernando Calderon Vasquez. Eric is proud of his family and special thanks to Meribea Escobar.
Alejandro Garcia.
Hector Diaz Campos. Hector says thanks for his family and friends for supporting him.
Oliver Cornelius would like to thank everyone who encouraged them. They will be taking a gap year and traveling.
Alberto Jesus Martinez. Arriba, Michoacan, Hidalgo.
Sarai Montserrat Guerrero Marquez. Next year, Sarai is studying neuroscience and pre-med at Washington State University.
Isai Nasia. Isai would like to thank his family and friends for the support, and he is going to the University of Washington in Seattle to accomplish his goal of becoming a doctor. God bless.
Melat Tesfaye. Melat is thankful for her mother.
Stephen Nguyen. Stephen is enrolled and attending Western Washington University.
Livy Yanga. She's thankful for her support system.
Macario Bautista Hernandez. Macario would like to thank Miss Sarah, Miss Blackburn, Miss True, and his family.
Hamdi Abikadar. Hamdi is thankful for her family and a big thank to her mom.
Chloe Teo. Chloe is going to Central Washington University and wants to thank her friends and family.
Trinity Walton. Trinity would like to thank her mom and her granny.
Naomi Chavez. Naomi would like to thank Miss Kalebu and Miss Mancia for being one of the best teachers at Evergreen.
Damatir Janvir Iranibuka. Damatir is going to Colorado State to study zoology. She would like to thank her family and friends for helping her along the way.
Trin Din. Trin says thank you to all her teachers for all their support.
Jaden Marie Landreth. Jaden would like to thank her mom and her dad for teaching her the importance of academics.
Delina Tesfastion. Delina says thank you to her family.
Araceli Rodriguez.
Thomas Anderson. Thomas would like to thank his mom.
Adriana Lima. She is thankful for everyone who helped her through this journey.
Ramon Cervantes. Ramon is thankful for his friends, family, and teachers for supporting him throughout all of high school.
Juventino Reyes Luby. He's going to CSU next year.
Emmanuel Guzman Munoz. Emmanuel is proud of his friends graduating. They kind of had him worried.
Bella Navea Suitonu. I chose my path, but God orders my steps. Proverbs 16-9.
Carlos Carrillo.
Leslie Balthazar Leon. Leslie would like to thank her family and her friends.
Luis Diaz Jaquez. And Luis would like to thank his family for being very supportive throughout all these years.
Elmer Zamora Sierra. Elmer thanks his friends and his family.
Reethi Lang. Reethi would like to thank his parents and teachers, and he is enrolled at Renton College.
Jennifer Hernandez. Jennifer is proud of reaching her goal.
Daniel Cham. Shout out to my family, my friends, and to all the teachers. Thank you all so much.
Jessica Hernandez. Jessica is going to community college next year.
Ethan Rogers. Ethan would like to thank Mr. Turnberg for making his senior year a good year.
Cameron Lauer. Cameron is going to Wazoo in the fall.
Lima Miti. And Lima would like to thank his sister and his family. They're all so proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Zach Abdal. Zach wants to thank his friends and family for all of the support that they gave him.
Kelvin Lee. Shout out to Miss Sarah Jean Cliff Robertson.
Asa Abdul. Asa would like to thank friends and family and teachers. Peace out, high school.
Billy Lee. Billy would like to thank his parents and his grandparents.
Jenny Nguyen. Jenny will be attending Washington State University this fall. She wanted to tell us her grandma, she wanted to tell her grandma she did it, so here it is. I did it, Grandma!
Todd Mai. Next year, Todd is relocating to the great state of Texas.
Patrick Nguyen. Patrick is going to get into the investment world and explore the stocks.
Gustavo Ramos Marcelo. Gustavo thanks his parents and all his teachers for being here today.
Matthew Nguyen. Thank you, family and friends.
Patrick P.D. Nguyen. He's thankful for his family for being here today.
Esmeralda Perez. Esmeralda would like to thank her teachers.
Sephora Miles.
Torin Yellowrobe. He did it!
Toby Chulamantri. Next year, Toby is going to be richer than he thinks.
Addie Meme Winston. Addie is attending Tulane University.
Charlie Saley. Charlie would like to thank his teachers that helped him pass his classes. He is attending Renton Tech next fall.
Ahmed Abdi. Ahmed is going to study computer science at University of Washington.
Carmen Gutierrez. Carmen is thankful for all her family and is proud of making it after a hard year.
Lizzie Sarkia. Next year, Lizzie will be attending Seattle Pacific University and studying nursing.
Ishley Mencia Guerra. Ishley says thanks to her family and teachers.
Sofia Gallegos Braciaga. Sophia will be attending the University of Washington Bothell and majoring in psychology. Thanks, Mom, for all the support.
Andre Maraquin. Andre would like to thank his teachers for all their help and support.
Ashley Nguyen. Next year, Ashley will continue her education at CBS.
Tenneth Mam. Tenneth is attending South Seattle College next year.
Michael Campagnano. Next year, Michael will be continuing his education at CBS. Good job, Michael.
Davin Till. He is going to beat Tartarus. He got 64 out of 100. Lol.
Amy Salina Zambrano Mendoza.
Troy Samante. Troy is thankful for his teachers and his family.
Ilhan Badul. Ilhan is proud of the class of 2022 and thankful for her family.
Julian Rodile Ramirez. Julian is going to RTP. He is so proud of his sports scholarships, his family, and his friends.
Next year, Faduma Hassan. Next year, Faduma is going to the University of Washington and wants to shout out to her mom.
Jennifer Villalobos Flores. She wants to give a special shout out and thank you to her sister.
Nayeli Meza. Nayeli is thankful for God and for her parents.
Jenny Cardoza Aguilar. She wants to thank everyone for everything.
Samayo Abdul. Samayo is glad to be done and going to UW next year.
Gurinder Basra. He is grateful to his family and his friends.
Trinicia McClendon. Next year, Trinicia is going to Evergreen State.
San Saley. San would like to thank Mr. Shibley for all his support.
Zitlali Mantial.
Nathan Vogler. After every scare of not graduating, he's so proud he made it. Thank you to everyone for all the memories.
Philip Huen. Philip would like to say thank you to Evergreen.
Miguel Isaac Magadayo Franco. Miguel is going to enroll in UW Seattle.
Avisai Juan. Thank you to my family for helping me grow more as a person.
Miguel Verduzco. Miguel is proud of getting through online school.
Milton Perez Aguilar. I want to thank my family and my teachers for all the support. Y arriba, Guatemala!
Miguel Martinez Mendoza. Miguel would like to thank his parents.
Salvador Araveo Tamayo. Salvador would like to thank all of his teachers and family members for supporting him.
Michelle Mendoza Alvarez. Thank you to everyone that helped her graduate.
Alex Marure. Thanks to Salvador Tamayo for the rest of the boys for sticking with me through all the bad times and all the good times. I'll never be forgotten.
Jennifer Sandoval Ochoa. Jennifer would like to thank all her teachers.
Angel Garnica. Angel is going to UTI next year. Is thankful for his parents.
Tadea Fernandez Rosales. She wants to thank her mom, her family who came out to see her. Also special shout outs to Booker and Kalebu.
Carlos Martinez Gonzalez. Hopefully I made you proud, Mom and Dad.
Leo Barboza. He wants to thank his family for coming out today.
Yair Mundo. Yair thanks his parents.
Nastejo Yusuf. Nastejo wants to thank her family and friends.
Eduardo Lopez Fernandez. Eduardo would like to thank his family and friends for their support and the support given to him by his teachers.
Aliyah Amar Ali.
Atticus Ryan. Atticus is thankful for the Evergreen staff for being awesome.
Mariama Sheikh.
Juan Carlos Arias Martinez. Juan Carlos wants to thank all his friends and family for their support.
Curtiana Walker wants to thank her family for sticking by her side, but especially God and her parents.
Lizette Lopez Arevalos. Lizette would like to thank her family for supporting her.
Shiloh Robinson. Shiloh wants to thank her family for pushing her, especially her mom.
Brian Sanchez Bayo. Brian is thankful for his friends and family.
Bianca Zayaragosa. She wants to thank therapy, family, friends, and staff, but majority of her sanity for helping her manage this year.
William Herrera Rodriguez. They indeed love Sosa.
Chloe Buzzard. Next year, Chloe is going to an internship at Out of Africa Wildlife Park.
Jonah Castellon Amador.
Yair Baca Pinon. Everyone wants to know what he would do if he didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
Gio Meleas Lara. Gio is really hungry.
Diego Rios Gonzalez. Diego is thankful for his friends and family, and yes, he wanted me to promise that he would behave.
Christian Pegos. Christian is going to Seattle Centra.
Edgar Toledo. Edgar says thank you to all the teachers that supported him and his family members and his friends.
Maxwell Bagley. Maxwell would like to thank all his family for their endless support.
Adrian Pina. Adrian is proud of finishing strong. Diamond Wallace. She wants to thank her mom for supporting her and making today and everything possible. Delise Robinson. She wants to thank her father and the reals, the ones who are beside me. I love y'all. Jose Aravallo. Jose is proud of all of his friends for graduating and thankful for his family. Luis Salazar wants to thank his family for pushing him to do better and shout out to his grandparents. Juan David Maraquin. He wants to shout out his mom and Pina. We made it. Jose Flores. Thank you to all my teachers, but especially Miss Robs. Juan Manuel Montes de Oca Navarro. Thank you to Miss Wing. And we made it. Jonathan Rathanya Nyong would like to thank Sim, Ash, Juan, Daniel, RJ, Peyton, Jaden, Isaiah, Evelyn for supporting him always. Evan Nguyen, when times are rough, he adapts and overcomes, but he wants to give a special shout out to all his teachers. Eder Zavala wants to shout out all his teachers and his family for all their support. Travion Thard. Sorry. Thanks, Trey. I don't know what's happening.
Thank you, everyone. Class of 2022, we are so very proud of you. Congratulations. Families, after the turning of the tassels and recessional, you can meet your graduate back at Evergreen High School. Sorry, I think that was old. You may meet them back in the commons out here. May I have Jaden Trung, our ASB president, come forward and leading us in the turning of the tassels to signify that our class of 2022 are now high school graduates.
What's up, class of 2022? Can everyone stand, please? You may now turn your tassels.
Wait, not yet.
Before we throw our caps, can we get one last senior power? When I say senior, you say power. Senior! Senior! Congrats, guys. We made it. You may now throw your caps.